Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn chapter 1, the earth in the solar system. In this video we learn about the solar system, about the sun, about our earth and all these things. Let's start. How wonderful is this to watch the sky after sunset? One would first notice one or two bright dots shining in the sky. Soon you'd see the number of increasing. You can't count them anymore. The whole sky is filled with tiny shining objects. Some are bright, others are dim. It seems as if the sky is studded with diamonds. They are appear to be twinkling, but if you look at them carefully, you will notice that some of them do not twinkle as others do. They simply glow without any flicker, just as the moon shines. Along with these objects, you may also see the moon on most of the days. It may, however, appear at different times in different shapes and at different positions. You can see the full moon only once in about a month's time. It is full moon. Okay? It is full moon night or Purnima. A fortnight later, you cannot see it at all. It is a new moon. Means after 15 days, you are not able to see the moon. That is new moon. And when the moon is in its full size, it is full moon. Okay? Here it is given an activity that is not so important. Okay? Full moon is, new moon is also called Purnima, Amavasya. On this day, you can watch the night sky best, provided it is a clear night. Do you wonder why can't we see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during daytime? It is because the very bright light of the sun does not allow us to see all these bright objects in the sky. Means when the sun rises in morning, its light is so bright that we cannot be able to see other objects in daytime, like stars, moon, all these things. Are they in the sky in daytime also or not? Yes, of course they are in the sky, but sun's light is brighter than that of those, so we cannot able to see stars, moon and other shining objects in the sky that we can see in night. Some celestial bodies are the sun, the moon and the object shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. I repeat, the sun, the moon and all those objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light which they emit in large amounts. These celestial bodies are called stars. Okay, so a star is a celestial body that has its own light. Okay, the sun is a star. Countless twinkling stars in the night sky are similar to the sun, but we do not feel their heat or light, and they look so tiny because they are very very far from us. Okay, sun जो है वो हमारा स्टार है, वो लाइट एमिट करता है जिससे हम सब कुछ देखते हैं, बट उतनी ज़्यादा हीट हमें नहीं फील होती है. वी कैन टॉलरेट. क्यों? क्योंकि सन बहुत दूर है. दैट्स वाई इट्स लाइट एंड हीट इज फिट फॉर अस. ओके, you must have noticed that all objects look smaller when seen from the distance. How small an aeroplane looks when it is flying at a great height. While watching the night sky, you may notice various patterns formed by different groups of stars. These are called constellations. So, what are constellations? Constellations are various patterns formed by the different groups of stars. Okay, I repeat, constellations or various patterns formed by different groups of stars. Ursa Major or Big Bear is one of such constellation. One of the most easily recognizable constellation is the Saptarishi. Sapt means seven, Rishis means sages. Okay, Saptarishis. It is a group of seven stars that forms a part of Ursa Major constellation. Ask someone elder in your family or neighborhood to show you more stars, planets, and constellations in the sky. So you must go and watch all these. In ancient times, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. The north star indicates the north direction. It is also called polar star. It is also called polar star. It always remains in the same position in the sky. We can locate the position of polar star with the help of the Saptarishi. Look at figure 1.1. Okay, you can see here. This is Saptarishi constellation. Okay, the girl is watching. These two stars are pointed stars. ठीक है, if you make a straight line going through these 2 points further in north direction, you are able to see a star. You are able to see a star, that is north star. So easily you can recognize your north star, and if this direction is north, then this is east and this is west. You must have an experience of this thing as soon as possible. With you may also take the help of your family members. Okay, it always remains in the same position in the sky. We can locate the position of polar star with the help of Saptarishi. You will notice that if an imaginary line is drawn joining the pointer star and extended further, it will point to the polar star, pole star. Okay, as I told you. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of stars. Such bodies are called planets. Okay, so what are planets? Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. Okay, means those celestial bodies that don't have their own light, okay, or heat, they are planets. So what is the difference between a star and a planet? A star has its own light and heat, while a planet doesn't have any light or heat. The word planet comes from the Greek word planeti, which means wanderer. The earth on which we live is a planet. It gets all its heat and light from the sun, which is our nearest star. If we look at the earth from the great distance, say the moon, it will appear to be shining just as the moon. Okay, if we see our earth from space or from moon, so it seems it is shining like moon. Okay, the moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. It is a companion of our earth and moves around it like our earth. There are 8 other planets that get heat and light from the sun. Some of them have their moons too. Okay, interesting fact. Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus have rings around them. These are belts of small debris. These rings may be seen from the earth with the help of powerful telescope. Means Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus have rings. You can see with the help of a powerful telescope that a ring of a disk of gases can be seen around these planets. The solar system. The sun, 8 planets, satellite and some other celestial bodies known as the asteroid and meteorites form the solar system. We often call it a solar family with the sun as its head. So, what is solar system? What is the solar system? The sun, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies known as the asteroids and meteorites form the solar system. We often call it a solar family. Okay? The sun. The sun. The sun is the center of the solar system. It is huge and made up of extremely hot gases. It provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system, but that tremendous heat is not felt so much by us because despite being our nearest star, it is far away from us. The sun is about 150 million kilometer away from the earth. You should remember this data that the sun is about 150 million kilometer away from the earth. Okay? Do you know Sol in Roman mythology is the sun god. Solar means related to the sun. The family of the sun is therefore called the solar system. Write down as many words using the word solar on your own as you can. Word origin. Many words used in the language may have been taken from some other languages. Geography, for example, is an English word. It has its origin in Greek, which relates to the description of the earth. It is made of two Greek words, geo meaning earth and graphia meaning writing. Okay? Find out more about the earth. Geology, study of the earth. Geometry, measurement of the earth. Geoid means geoid, resembling the shape or form of the earth. So that is why we call, what is the shape of a geoid? Geoid is means resembling the shape of the earth. So if anyone asks you what is the shape of earth, it's geoid. Geology is the study of earth, geometry, measurement of the earth. Do you know humans have always been fascinated gazing the night sky. Those who study the celestial bodies and their movements are called astronomers. So who are astronomers? Those who study the celestial bodies and their movements are called astronomers. Aryabhatta was famous astronomer of ancient India. He said that the moon and the planets shine due to reflected sunlight. Today, astronomers all over the world are busy exploring the universe. Okay, let's read this map. This is your sun. This is your sun. And the nearest planet is Mercury. It is 58 million kilometers away from the sun. Second is Venus. It is 108 million kilometers away from the sun. Then Earth. It is 150 million kilometers away from the earth. Then Mars. It is 2 to 8 million kilometers away from the sun. Then it comes the belt of asteroid. It is asteroid belt. Okay. So if someone asks you where is asteroid belt situated, it is situated between the Mars and the Jupiter. Then it comes Jupiter, that is 778 million kilometer away from the sun. Then it comes Saturn, it is 1427 million kilometer away from the Earth. Then it comes Uranus. It is 2869 million kilometer away from the Earth. Then it comes Neptune. It is 4496 million kilometer away from the Earth. Okay, here Mercury an orbit around 88 days. मरकरी सन का एक राउंड लगाने में 88 डेज लगाता है एंड स्पिन ऑन इट्स एक्सेस 59 डेज, अपने एक्सेस पे 59 डेज में वन राउंड कंप्लीट करता है. वीनस 255 डेज एंड स्पिन 243 डेज. अर्थ ऑर्बिट 365 days and spin 1 day. Number of moons 1. Then it comes Mars. Orbit 687 days. Spin 1 day. New moons 2. Then it comes Jupiter. Orbit 11 years, 11 months and about 11 months. It's about 12 years. One spin 9 hours 56 minutes. Number of moons 53. It means Jupiter has the highest number of moon. Saturn orbit 29 years 5 months. One spin 10 hours 40 minutes. Number of moons 53. Means they have equal number of moons. Uranus one orbit 84 days. One spin 17 hours 14 minutes. Number of moons 27. Outer planets. So these are outer planets. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. These are outer planets. While Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. These are inner planets. Why they are called inner planets? Because it is believed that asteroid belts divides these two categories of planets. As closer to Sun, they are inner planet. Further to Sun, they are outer planets. Okay. Planets. There are 8 planets in our solar system. In order to their distance from the Sun, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So how can we learn their orders? Means in increasing order. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So here is a formula. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. M for Mercury, V for Venus, E for Earth, M for Mars, J for Jupiter, S for Saturn, U for Uranus and N for Neptune. Okay. All the 8 planets of the solar system move around the Sun in fixed paths. These paths are elongated. They are called orbits. So orbits क्या होते हैं? A path in which a planet move around the sun. ठीक है, वह पाथ जिसमें एक प्लानट सन के चारों तरफ चक्कर लगाता है वो उसका ऑर्बिट होता है. Mercury is nearest to the sun. It takes around 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. Venus is considered as the Earth's twin. So it may ask the question, which planet is considered as the Earth's twin? So Venus is called Earth's twin because its size and shape are very much similar to that of the Earth. Till recently, August 2006, Pluto was also considered a planet. However, in a meeting of the International Astronomical Union, a decision was taken that Pluto, like other celestial objects discovered in recent past, may be called dwarf planets. Okay, so in further classes you will learn why Pluto is taken out from the class of planets and set in dark planets. Okay, the Earth. The Earth is the third nearest planet to the Sun. In size, it is fifth largest planet. It is slightly flattened at the poles. That is why its shape is described as geoid. As I told you earlier, geoid means an Earth-like shape. Okay. Conditions favorable to support life are probably found only on Earth. The Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. It has water and air, which are very essential for our survival. The air has life-supporting gases like oxygen. Because of these reasons, the Earth is a unique planet in the solar system. So, why is Earth unique? Because Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. It has water and air, which are very essential for our survival. It has life supporting gas, that is oxygen. Okay, because of all these reasons, Earth is a unique planet, and probably this is the only planet in the solar system that supports life. From the outer space, the Earth appears blue because its 2/3 surface is covered by water. It is therefore called a blue planet. Do you know light travels at the speed of 3 lakh km per second? Means in a second light goes 3 lakh km. Yet even with this speed, the light of the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach the earth. The moon. Our earth has only one satellite, that is the moon. So it may ask the question, what is the name of the satellite of the earth? So answer is the moon. Its diameter is only 1/4 that of the earth. Means अर्थ का जो डायमीटर है उसका 1/4 डायमीटर है मून का. इट appears so big because it is nearer to our planet than other celestial bodies. It is about 3,84,400 kilometers. So what is the distance of the moon from the earth? 3,84,400 kilometers. Now you can compare the distance of the earth from the sun and that from the moon. Interesting fact, Neil Armstrong was the first man to step on the surface of the moon on 21st July 1969. When did Neil Armstrong step? 21st July 1969. And who was the first person to step on the moon? He was Neil Armstrong. From where does he belong? Did he belong? He belonged to America. Satellite. A satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planets in the same way as the planets move around the sun. So, planets move around the sun while satellites move around the planets. A human-made satellite is an artificial body. It is designed by scientists to gather information about the universe or for communication. It is carried by a rocket and placed in the orbit around the earth. Some of the Indian satellites in space are INSAT, IRS, EduSat and so on. So you must remember the names of Indian satellites, Indian artificial satellites. The moon moves around the earth in about 27 days. It takes exactly the same time to complete one spin. As a result, only one side of the moon is visible to us on the earth. What does it mean? Means moon takes 27 days to orbit around the earth, and it is the time only when the moon completes its one spin also. Means अपने एक्सिस पे एक स्पिन करने में भी वो 27 डेज ले लेता है और अर्थ का एक राउंड करने में भी वो 27 डेज लेता है. दैट्स वाई हम मून का सिर्फ एक ही हिस्सा देख पाते हैं, क्योंकि जैसे जैसे अर्थ मूव करती है वैसे वैसे मून भी मूव करता है. तो इससे क्या होता है, हमें सिर्फ उसका एक साइड ही दिखाई देता है. द मून डज नॉट हैव कंडीशंस फेवरेबल फॉर लाइफ. इट हैज़ नेदर वाटर नॉट एयर. इट हैज़ माउंटेन्स. Okay. planes and depressions on its surface. These cast shadows on the moon's surface. Look at the moon and observe these shadows. Asteroids. Okay. Apart from stars, planets and satellites, there are numerous tiny bodies which also move around the sun. These bodies are called asteroids. They are found between the orbits of the Mars and Jupiter. You saw there was a belt of asteroids. Okay, scientists are of the few that of a view that asteroids are parts of the planet which exploded many years back. Meteorites. The small pieces of the rocks which move around the sun are called meteorites. Sometimes these meteorites come near the earth and tend to drop upon it. During this process, due to friction with the air, they get heated up and burn. It causes a flash of light. Sometimes a meteor, without being completely burned, falls on the earth and creates a hollow. Okay, let's see what is the difference between asteroids and meteorites. So, asteroids are, it is believed that asteroids are parts of planets. Asteroids are broken from the planets and meteorites are broken from the asteroid. So meteorites are smaller than asteroids. Okay, this is the only difference. Do you see a whitish broad band like a white glowing path across the sky on a clear starry night? It is a cluster of millions of stars. This band is Milky Way. This band is Milky Way. Why Milky Way? Because its color resembles to that of milk. Its color resembles to the color of milk. That is, it's called Milky Way. Our solar system is a part of this galaxy. In ancient India, it was imagined to be a river of light flowing in the sky. Thus, it was named as Akash Ganga. Okay. So, in ancient India, it was believed that there is a river in the sky also, and that is the river of light. That's why, comparing the holy river of India, Ganga, its name was given to Akash Ganga, means a Ganga situated in the sky. A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. So, what is a galaxy? A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that make the universe. Yes, now imagine how big our universe is. There are millions of galaxies, okay? It is difficult to imagine how big the universe is. Scientists are still trying to find out more and more about it. We are not certain about its size, but we can know that all of us, you and I, belong to this universe. Okay, let's see. This is the picture of मिल्की वे. ऐसे ही मिल्की वे दिखता है. ओके, ये जो लाइन दिख रही है, दिस इज ऑफ मिल्की वे. Can you relate yourself with the universe now? You are on the earth and the earth is a part of the solar system. Our solar system is a part of the Milky Way galaxy, which is a part of the universe. Think about the universe and the fact that it contains millions of such galaxies. How do you fit in the picture? So in this picture it is shown, this is you, then earth, then solar system, then Milky Way, then universe. Means how big universe is. आप कहाँ हो? अर्थ पे हो. अर्थ कहाँ है? सोलर सिस्टम में है. सोलर सिस्टम मिल्की वे गैलेक्सी में है और मिल्की वे गैलेक्सी यूनिवर्स में है. ओके, सो thus we have completed the chapter. That's all for today. Thank you.